The news this morning said that this would be one of the last days this year with summer temperatures. So I thought, okay, 19 degrees Celsius above zero, yeah, why not? Let's go to one of my favorite mountains right next to the E4 coming in from the south to ÅSBERGET. It's called ÅSBERGET. I used to live on the far side, on the northern side of the mountain, and sore legs aside, I decided to go out on a very easy recovery trail run today. And if you want to come and run on this part of the mountain, just have a look at the tourist main site of ÅSBERGET, and you look for something called Gula leden. If you find that, this is the trail that I'm running on, and really something like 95% of all my training to become a runner has been up here, and it's fairly technical. It has some steep uphill slopes and a lot of rocks, so that is what you have to expect coming over here to run. But then again, you get to see stuff like this, and you have the lake over there, and the mountain range where I live now. I live over there. So anyway, I decided to bring the camera in just to shoot everything today, see if we get anything worthy of showing you guys. So let's get up here. Maybe one of the reasons why I have the camera out is so that I can fend off bears should I run into one, because there are bears around here. Not many, but a few of them. And there are cave systems up on the hillside. I don't really want to run into one of those without any protection, and any kind of pole will do just fine. This is one of my favorite sections, by the way, running in under a tree. That's cool. Now this is a steep hill and I got tired of singing and clapping my hands, so I activated the camera instead. And also, maybe your day would be a bit better looking at this view. So this is a trail that you can't really run at all. It's too steep, or at least I can't. It would be crazy. But it's a trail that is, for about 60% of the year, it's not passable due to ice and snow. You don't really want to be up here in the snow and slip and then find yourself 120 meters further down in a free fall. And this is a prime location for bear, as you can see here. I came upon that tree something like 4 months ago, and when I came upon it at that time, that tree had just been ravaged by some large animal that wanted to eat grubs. and ants, and possibly even ant eggs. I don't know. But what I do know is that it was most likely a bear. And a bear encounter up here would probably be a bad thing, since you don't really have much space for maneuver up here. I made a video about this trail before, but it doesn't hurt to show it how it's like during some time. So anyway, hearing stories about bears always make me a bit jumpy, especially if I'm planning a trail run. You know, there could be a bear in there and I wouldn't know it, because they are so damn good at camouflage and just disappearing. One of my workmates, who's a hunter in his free time or spare time, said that I asked him, how likely is it that I will run into a bear out on the mountains? He said it's very unlikely that you will ever see one, because they will hear you first, and when you come running they'll hide, and once you pass them they'll sneak up behind you and check you out, sniff out your scent and what have you. Another cool thing about this mountain is that it has at least one lynx on it, probably a couple. Well, I don't know, I've seen tracks of it, but I don't know how many they are. I know it's at least one, and you only spot their tracks during winter in the snow. Yeah, it's all clear. So I wanted to do some climbing with my legs just to wake them up out of the post-run coma that they have been in for the last few days. So I mean, this spot, how nice isn't this cave for a bear when it's raining, you know? That's basically a king-size bed. Yeah, I love it up here. It's cool, and it's steep, so steep. But it's good training, it really is. And even though I'm not running all that much, I don't really care. It's good to build up strength in your legs. So, made it to the top. I chose not to film the view from the top, by the way, but if you want to see that, I'll link to a video in the video description. One of my first videos that I ever made with the camera, where I ran up to the top, and I sort of talk a little bit about this and that, as I always do in my videos. Yeah, but with the summer coming to a close, I would like to wrap up the summer. I've had a great time this summer. For the first time since I graduated high school, I had vacations. That was awesome. So for 10 weeks I was free to do whatever I wanted. So I ran a ton, did not bathe and swim in the sea as much as I wanted to. I did not swim Vansbrosimmet this year, which is a part of the Swedish Classic Challenge, which is to cycle around the lake Wether. That is 330 kilometers. You have to swim 3 kilometers in Dalarna. I can't remember the river's name. Oh yeah, Vanån. Yeah, that's the name of it. And then you have to run a marathon, or is it Lidingöloppet? 30 kilometers of trail. That's also a viable candidate for that challenge. And then my biggest challenge, if I was ever to attempt to do the Swedish Classic, is to ski the Vasa race, the Vasa cross-country ski race, which is 90 kilometers, which in my perspective is insane. I mean, the furthest I've ever gone on skis is 21 kilometers, and I'm a rookie at skiing, and that's because I grew up in Eskilstuna, a town something like 120 kilometers to the west of Stockholm. But this part of the mountain is epic. I call this valley that we've been running down the Alaska Valley, because this valley is really untouched. During days when it's been raining, this trail is a stream, so you have to run in water, and it's awesome. I love it. So yeah, this is not a bad way to sign off on the summer. I'm kind of still buzzing from the marathon. That race was good, darn good, and I am for sure going back next year. And next year, I promise I'll stay for the after party. I didn't do it this year because I just wanted to go home, because I was super tired. But yeah, about summer, what have you guys been doing this summer? Have you done anything fun? Did you go on any adventures? I went home for a week to visit my family, and I did a lot of running. I hiked the High Coast Trail and almost got injured. People have been asking me about the High Coast Trail, whether the marathon was the hardest thing I've ever done, and I'm still saying no. The hardest thing I've ever done was to hike for 10 hours with 24 kilograms on my back. Something like the 5th day going into the hike. That was hard. And man, I had more or less given up when we came to the southern entrance to the Gula National Park, and we had to hike almost all the way to Planetholmarna to find the cabin to stay overnight. But man, that cabin was like heaven when we got there. But I couldn't move my neck when I took off my pack, because my pack was or my backpack was the bag that I bought for going abroad, to go backpacking in Asia, and I was something like 21 years old, had no clue about what pack to buy or not. So I just bought one that was reasonably cheap, So I kind of forgot about how bad it was until I went out on the hike. The belt around the waist did not function at all. So I had to carry all that load without being able to tie it around my waist. So that kind of beat up my shoulders a lot. But I made it though. So good. So yeah, this has been a very easy run, just a scenic run, you know, so that I could show you this part of Örnsköldsvik and where you could go if you want to trail run, if you're in the central parts of Örnsköldsvik, because this is something like 2 kilometers away from the city center. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys around. I probably forgot something like half of the things I wanted to say, but that's me. I'll get back to them in the next video or the video after that. So thank you all for watching, guys. I'm doing great. I hope you guys are. See you guys around.